So I drank the beer and immediately upchucked it back on the floor. And he got mad at me. He grabbed. It's funny to me how throughout my life I've always had friends that thought that I was very wealthy, very spoiled, um, you know, and anything that comes with that. But if people only knew what I went through growing up as a toddler on up through the age of 14, 15, uh, only then would they realize that I was actually none of the above. Everything that everybody thought about me eventually came to a head, and people realized, oh, Wayne is not what I thought he was. This is a totally different thing that Wayne is. So, in fact, my father died when I was 3 years old. He got shot in the back of the head 3 times, and because at the store, he was a manager for a store in downtown Sacramento, and he got robbed back in 1973. Maybe I was like 2 years old because, yeah, I think I was 2 years old when he got shot and killed. But anyway, he got shot, and they really did a number on him. And it was three guys that did it, and they all three got caught, and they did go to prison for it. And my mom met this guy straight out of the. He came straight from the army, from the military, and he had some issues while he was in the military. He was an alcoholic. He became a strong drinker. And when my mom met him, yeah, let's just say he wasn't the nicest guy in the world. So there was one particular night that he had asked me to go get him a tiny little jar. Now, what this guy used to do is he loved the cheese that came in the jar. You can buy it off any shelf. I don't see it anymore today. I think it's in a can today, like called Cheese Whiz or something like that. But years ago, it was in a little jar. And so he used to sit there and eat this cheese out of the, out of the jar and put it on bread or crackers or whatever in the hell he was eating. And one night he was drunker than shit, and I was about 3 years old at this point. And he asked me to go and get this jar. So I went to go get him the jar. I remembered he filled it up with beer that he was drinking, and he said, "Boy, you need to stand here and drink this beer and be a man." And I had no clue what beer was. I mean, I didn't know what it was. I was only 3 years old. And I thought he was giving me some type of a juice or something. I didn't know. So I drank the beer and immediately upchucked it back on the floor. And he got mad at me. He grabbed me. He threw me across the room. I bounced off the wall. And then he went and picked me up from the back of my shirt and said, "Now, you're going to eat that." And he made me get down on my hands and knees and eat the upchuck off the floor. And yeah, this guy, he was a really nice person when he wasn't drunk. But when he got drunk, he turned into King Kong. And I had to spend all my life growing up with this man. I had to live with this man because my mom was poor. She had nothing at all, absolutely nothing. So in order to take care of us kids, she needed to marry a man that had money. And this fruitcake had money. So, you know, this is how I grew up. And you don't see me going out there making bad decisions on basing it on my life and the way I grew up. You know, I told myself years ago that I would be strong, a better person than that man, and I would live a comfortable life and not let that man destroy my life. Thanks for listening.